Hi, it's Alexis. In this video, I'm going to explain you why no contact is the best decision. It's not a maybe decision, it is the best decision you have to do right now. I'll give you actually 6 reasons, so bear with me till the end. Jingle.
igetmyexback.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
So, why it is the best? It's just statistically, if we look at the numbers, if we look at how people behave, no contact, it doesn't have 100% success rate, and I would never be the one telling you, if you call me and ask me for advice, telling you, yes, I am 100% sure that you'll get back together. It is impossible to predict. However, you can maximize your chance to get back together by doing the right things. Option A, that's probably the option you've tried, is to beg, is to plead, is to be in touch with them, trying to be the friend, trying to be there. And who knows, they'll give up, they'll give in, and they'll get back with you. Option B is the no contact one. The no contact one, and you'll understand, I'll give you the reasons why it works way better than option A. I think my first argument is you probably tried option A and it didn't work. And so you have to do something else. And that's why option B, the no contact is way more powerful, because statistically, this is what creates attraction. Statistically, this is what also helps your ex, the dumper, to have a neutral, to reach a neutral emotional state and really realize what they're losing. But before, if you're not sure whether you have any chance to get back with it, you can take the quiz. I said I can't tell you 100%, but I can give you a spectrum. I can actually tell you if there's no chance to get back with your ex. The quiz will assess whether it's likely, very likely, or not likely at all for you to get back together, and you get some recommendation based on the score. It's totally free, and the link is in the first comment of the description. Let's get started. Waiting. So you shouldn't be waiting in no contact. When people think that no contact, yeah, I have to be in no contact waiting for my phone to ring, right? That's what Alexis told. So I'm gonna wait. Well, not really. This no contact phase, or radio silence, however you call it, it's about letting go, it's about recovering, it's about getting yourself back. It's about finding happiness. And I'm not talking, and I know after a breakup we really feel bad, and I'm not saying you should do all of this the day after the breakup. It's nobody heal or recover from a breakup so quickly. So take your time to be depressed, but put a deadline and tell yourself, now, tomorrow, it's the new chapter of my life. I'm gonna take care of myself, be happy. And you have to turn that grieving, that anxiety, into stability, into personal progress, into happiness. Because a lot of people, there's a lot of misconception that people expect a couple to make them happy. I don't believe that. I believe a happy couple is two happy people getting together. And if you're unhappy and think that your ex is the only person who can provide you happiness, the thing is, first, I don't think you're right, and it's unhealthy for your well-being. And secondly, if your ex sees it like this, it's gonna also, you're gonna stay in that superior, inferior sort of structure that you really want to avoid if you want to attract your ex. No contact is the best move. Every day we make decisions, and those decisions might involve a risk. So some risk equal negative result. And that's the thing, as soon as you get that interaction with your ex, as soon as you try to be manipulative, sending this text, and I've had almost every day people telling me, I'm about to send this message. Look, I spent like 2 days to draft it. I think it's gonna work because I'm tapping into the past memories, and by doing that, you're making a risk. You have to let the other take the risk. You have to break through the denial of stage of the breakup. And that's the thing. It's hard to hear, but your ex decided to break up with you. You have to accept it. And no contact is one way to accept it. And what will happen when you are in no contact is your grieving process will be actually quicker, because now you make a proper cut between your past relationship and that new thing coming up. It's not, oh yeah, in the gray area, well, like we're still in touch, so it's complicated type of status. No. She's my ex, I don't have any contact with her. Who knows what would happen? If you put yourself in that mindset, only good things could happen. So now it's all about attraction, because if you're watching the video, it's because you want to get back together. So I'm gonna talk to you about good stuff, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 for you. So it's not about getting back with your ex, it's about going forward. So the past is in the past, as I heard in a Disney movie. It's Frozen, I think. The past is in the past, and what you could do right now is only focusing on the future. And also the other thing is you can't really change your ex right now. The only thing you can change is yourself. So move forward, have a goal, have a support system to help you go through that phase, because it's very difficult. And the thing is, being stable, being happy, it's what makes people attractive. If you look the opposite, if you're desperate, if you cry, if you're getting fat because you don't do shit, if you complain, if you're negative, go on Tinder, you won't find anyone, right? You have to be positive, you have to be smiling. And I know, again, I'm not saying you should be doing that right after the breakup, but after a few weeks, it's time for you to move forward. So ask yourself those questions. Is someone more or less attractive when they behave independently, identically? You got me? Does having respect for yourself cause others to respect you more or less? So ask those questions, a breakup is a decision. Do you respect yourself? Are you ready to move forward? Ask yourself those questions. No contact is doing nothing. And that's why I love this strategy, because it's quite easy to follow. It's quite an easy recipe. You don't have tons of ingredients. It's just you do nothing. The thing is, why nothing? Because nothing is better than doing the same mistakes. And again, we're talking about risk management, and there's a high risk in trying to convince, in getting the message, in getting message across, in contacting their parents, contacting their best friends. There's a high risk involved. By doing nothing, the risk is minimal, and you'll only get upside. So again, do you respect yourself? Do you value yourself? Because by chasing your ex, it also shows that you don't value yourself. It means that you see the value of yourself in the eyes of the others. And I know most people are like this, and I've been like that when I was a teenager. We feel that our value is only depending on what people tell us or how people perceive us, where in reality your value is, you define your value. You can be who you want to be. It's just a question of finding the right people to help you. It's finding the right goals, finding the right things that would make you shine and make you unique and amazing. And of course, your ex knew it. You were together, you were madly in love, you had something very deep emotionally, the connection that you had was strong. You can be that person back. You can be that person, you can change the few shortcomings that didn't make it work, but it's always move forward. So think of no contact as a fight, a referee in a fight, in a boxing game, boxing match. The referee will stop the game. It's not because you suck, it's just because you don't let someone who's losing, getting ashamed, keeping fighting in a losing battle. You stop the game, say game over. And that's what you have to do, because as soon as you continue, you're that guy who's knocked out and is getting punched down on the floor again and again and again. So no contact, you stop, and it will help you to heal. And also that anger that your ex is having or had, punching you in the face, will fade away. Success breeds success. It's common sense. Some people refer to it as law of attraction. I don't agree with everything in law of attraction, but there's something true. It's true that success breeds success. So you don't have to be defined by your losses. Again, the past is behind. We don't care. Now, what is really important for you, and I quote that on my website, is it's not about the mistakes in life that we are defined, it's about how we approach them, how we fix them. So even if the worst case scenario, you raise your value even more, it doesn't matter. You have to invest in yourself. You are on a path of progress. If you're struggling with that, if you're not really sure what you have to work on, have a call with me. I know you're watching my video, you're trying to learn, which is amazing, but sometimes we are a bit in the dark, we just don't know exactly. There's so many things that you hear, so many things that you read. There's also the context of your situation, the context of your relationship. I have 3 50-minute slots in my diary for you. If you want to get unstuck, just give me a call. It's totally free, and I love to have those calls in my diary. I'm limited 10 because there's only 24 hours in the day, but I'd love to have a chat and help you out. Maybe find that plan for you to breed that success. 6, risk of losing yourself. relationships are only valuable if it's a mutual interest. So at the breakup, there's actually another mutual interest. Now you have to invest in your future. You have to invest in yourself. You'll find someone who will have mutual interest. If you do the right things, if you have the right attitude, and if you fix the right things, that person could be your ex. But it could also be someone else. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, what I want you to be is to be happy. My clients, sometimes they don't get back with their ex, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I can guarantee that all of them feel that they are better. All of them feel that they grew. All of them feel that they're actually able to create long-lasting, stable relationship, and they won't reproduce the same mistake again and again. And I have tons of cases of people calling me who broke up with their ex 3, 4, 5 times, and they call me like, yeah, I need help. Of course you need help, because you never really pay attention of what you had to fix. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. It really helps, and I'll see you next time. Bye.